Hello, folks. This is Steve, AB4EL. Nothing in this episode is a promotion, nor is it a recommendation. A few minutes ago, I was just letting my mind wander. You learn so much. I used to work for the Mossad. I'm going to prove it to you. Watch. So I'm reading these articles, or the headlines. Now, no, it's not /.org. Liberal utopia 2-mile-long vehicle encampment spotted in California. Looks like a third world country. I've never been to California. I've been to Oregon, but not to California. I went to a conference in Oregon. What are those mountains along the coast? Oh, wait a minute. I think I told a lie. I think I changed planes in California. But that's not the same as really seeing it, being on the ground. Liberal utopia 2-mile-long vehicle encampment spotted in California. This is Sunday, May 7th, 2023. The growing number of homeless encampments has spread. We have had, I don't know where they are now, down near the big box store, in the woods near the big box store. The growing number of homeless encampments has spread like wildfire throughout the San Francisco Bay Area. One of the latest examples, the homeless and drug crisis on a 2-mile stretch of road in Marin County, overrun by cars, tents, RVs, and trailers parked on the side of the road. But they're quoting the Daily Mail. That's a Brit tabloid. You ever looked at their front page? Just north of San Francisco along Binford Road, the Daily Mail counted at least 135 vehicles. This is one of the largest encampment sites in the state. Now, there's a YouTube channel that I subscribe to where the guy is an RVer, and he's been going all over the country, even when he's had, like breakdowns and had to have the engine rebuilt, and when he bought a new one because the old one wasn't. But I don't think that's is that what he stays in RV camp? We've got one. There's an RV camp. What do you call them? Down by the Deep River in Cedar Falls. It's 2 miles from here. But that's been there for a long time. I really wonder how that one, my mind's wandering. I wonder how that one started, that location. Because I know that where it is perched on the Deep River is where there used to be a gold mine a long time ago. I've told you that in another video. So there's the pictures. Let's see if I can open that in a new tab. I see the railroad tracks. I see water. All right, this must be the main highway out here. Remember, I used to work for the Mossad. I'm analyzing. This is the first time I've actually looked at this picture other than just passing by. Okay, there's a lot of RVs, and this is not an RV camp like down there. They've had droughts in California. The water is shallow. How can I tell? Because of this out here And there are these things here. That reminds me of some things I've seen here in certain lakes. Okay. Let's see if we can spot any more information from this one. Okay. It's a shallow inlet, north end of it, because they said north of San Francisco, right? San Francisco's on a bay area. This is another view of the same thing, but what we can see is the railroad tracks and stuff like this. There's a elevated highway. Now watch what I do. Is this real? You know, Israel has a satellite image company that even the United States agencies use, because if you really need to see a certain spot on the face of the earth someplace, the Israelis can get the satellites there looking down in a matter of hours. But you have to have this. So let's see where they say it is. 2-mile stretch of road in Marin County, just north of San Francisco along Binford Road. Now, I don't know if they've got this AI stuff backing up Google search yet. Okay, there's the Daily Mail, so it's a direct quote from them. San Francisco Chronicle, April 23rd. Marin focuses on homeless aid effort on 2-mile-long vehicle. And again, it says along Binford Road as he brings back some supplies to his home at the RV encampment along Binford Road outside of. Okay, there's the Zero Hedge, CBS News. You know, I was talking about satellites. Let's go to the satellite view. Oh, this is a help. Look, they know the road. The road, you see it right there? You see that marker right there? Oh, look at this. Wait a minute. Look at this. Here's San Francisco Bay, San Pablo Bay. There's a river coming down feeding it, and I can see water or something right here near 101, which is, I think, the highway they're probably talking about, because that's Binford Road. Let's take a look. Isn't the search engine in this Google stuff terrific? Okay, they still have the marker on there. See this here? And you see the creek there? That's a shallow flooded area. Let's look at it this way. Yeah, I was correct. You see all the green that's growing in there, the algae and stuff like that? That's what we saw in the picture, the greenish stuff. Yep, there's Rush Creek, and here's Binford Road, and there's the Highway 101. Let's focus in on this. Rush Landing Road, Binford Road. This is some kind of parking area. Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Basalt Creek, that goes along with this flooded area. Westford Builders. John Slow. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now this is satellite view. Satellite data 2023. Now, I see lanes spray painted here. I see boats here. That looks like a tractor trailer. Do you think that's what they're talking about? Do you think that's what they're talking about? Let's see. You know, there's a thing called Street View. Oh, look at all the cacti. But I see something down here. Remember, I worked for the Mossad. Do you see what I see? Hang on. Look at the porta potties. Hang on. There's a field there. Can't quite make out what's growing there. I'm intentionally going down the road for a reason. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at something's parked here along the road. I think that's what the article is talking about. And we're talking about that other area. Or maybe this is the overflow. You see that right there? Let's get the street view. Now this says it's March 2023. There's a boat. There's the junction at the end of the road. You can't go left. It's been raining recently. Okay, there's nothing out there. There's more standing water here, so the water table is very high, or would have put another way, this land is close to sea level. There are rocks here. What do you think those rocks are there for? Oh, I just noticed them. Why do you think those rocks are there? Why do you think they're there? Who put them there? Why would they put them there? This is Airport Road, so this is the road going to the airport. That explains the rental car place along 101. I'm thinking down in Raleigh, RDU, that the rental car places are adjacent to the airport, but not in the airport itself. Why are these rocks here? Is it the reason why I say that, I'm smiling at that, maybe a year ago or something like that, I was reading about how in certain places where people are living in the street, the businesses will put spikes and plant rock gardens right along the front of their storefronts so that people can't sit down and sleep there. I think that's what those rocks were about. So there's a boat covered. Now let's take a look at this. What do we have here? Do you think the guy is selling stuff? I'll bet the boat is his. There's a boat there. There's a boat there. Do you think these people are just do you think they're just overflow from that other place because there were boats down there? The reason why I asked the question that way, are they characterizing things correctly in those news items? Remember, this is March 2023. See that stuff there? Now, what would that indicate to you? And this over here. Look at all this stuff here. And see the porta potty? I wonder how they empty those out. What's this right next to it with a cylinder? Do you think that they charge for that? That's plywood. Bicycle. And then I see these umbrellas here. Oh, there's more rocks. Do you think those rocks were naturally there? Or do you think some people put it there to, I'll bet I can almost envision a land boundary, a lot, like you own the lot. If that's yours, you can come and you put those rocks there, but you don't own the lot, so you can't put the rocks next to it. I'm guessing. Remember, I used to work for the Mossad. More rocks. Oh, look at this. Does that suggest there's been an ongoing problem for some time? Oh, look at this. They're putting these in the road near us. Look at how the rocks are all along here. Wonder why they did that. See that there? I wonder what this business is. What do you think that is? Is that the Enterprise thing? Think they were onto something a while back? Now look at here. What is this? You remember? Let's see if we can go in here. You remember we saw that there was a big area where there were lines painted on the ground and the trailers and the trailer trucks and stuff were parked between them. That's what this is. And what I would say, there's a gate here and there's this. So whoever is parked in here is paying for it. And these people are overflow. No parking here. That's what it says. Okay. Now, this is storage, right? Okay, now we know what this is. Now, let's look at those pictures again. Have I hit the right area? See, I'm just letting my mind wander. Whoop. I got to find the railroad tracks. I didn't see railroad tracks. Did you see railroad tracks? Okay, this is the storage area. We're looking for railroad tracks. Somebody has, this is called Beale International Fabric Wholesaler. I would say that sometimes what happens, I'm not promoting anything. Novato Self-Storage. Closed, open 7 a.m. Monday. Oh, look at this. Yeah, we got some of this right. Marine RV and boat storage. But you notice that the ones parked along the road there with the road view from March, which is a month ago, is that a bunch of them had, but it's like permanent. So do they have to go this far from, see, I'm looking. Where would they put the boat in? There's a horse park here. Riverside estuary. Oh, they probably want to try to put it in the river. Sears Point Road, Sears Point Trailhead, Wildlife Refuge. This is a beautiful area, but we need to look and find where they're talking about. Where do we think they're talking about? We got to find the railroad. We've got to find the railroad. Is it because I'm not close enough? Something road. I'm looking for the railroad. Here's a rail line right here. Haystack, something, landscaping. I'm looking for see, there's more inland. See the dock right there? Adobe Creek. See the dock right there? I'm looking for there's the railroad. Okay, this is not the place. Pardon me. Oh, we lost that. I'm looking for the railroad. Pardon my frog. What's that? There it is. There it is. There's the railroad. This area right here reminds me of something down near one of our lakes, where it's like that on both sides of the railroad for a while. Excuse me. I used to work for the Mossad. I'm following the railroad. This is Redwood Sanitary Landfill Road. We're looking for it to merge. You see, it's having trouble keeping up with me. What do we think this is? What do we think this is? I've done videos about this stuff. You know what that is, right? See, they can't get near it. You know what that is, right? That's a solar panel field. We got one just down here. More solar panel. You'd think they would build more out here. Okay, now we're getting close to the highway. We're trying to zero in. I used to work for the Mossad. Oh, I got the right place. Airport Road. I was correct. I was correct. There's the railroad. It's tucked between there and there. Now we need to find where the overpass, we need to find an overpass a curve with an overpass. A curve with an overpass. Ah. Aha. Aha. This is a good candidate. This is a good candidate. March 2023. This is a good candidate. Now, what's different about this? They're on both sides of the road. And after a severe drought, California, especially this area, through this winter has gotten one storm after another. And not only did they go to record drought during this past year, they now have got some record lake fills as of the winter. And you remember I showed you where the jet stream was and how the Alaskan stuff kept coming and Pacific stuff kept coming in right over this area. And now instead of it being low water swamp, but what's important here, it verifies what's in the Daily Mail because they're on both sides. There's the railroad. This is March 2023. The guy's got a bunch of sinks. Now, the reason they're not on this side, because they would tumble over into the drainage ditch here. This is what, this is the trash side. This is the porta potty. What is this? I can't make that out. Something unlimited. You can't see it. My head's in the way. This thing right here. What is that? What does that do? Somebody tell me. You see the barbed wire right here? It's to keep you from driving off into the lake in the dark when you're driving home drunk or trying to catch an airplane. He's got a couple of generators there. He's got a couch. That's reserved. Can you tell it's reserved? Toys, American flag. Oh, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that right there. We know we're in the same spot. You see that? See that stuff right there? I showed it to you in the picture, didn't I? See it right there? See it right? We're exactly there. Exactly there. That's where we are. We're exactly there. So the answer is the RV camps, or whatever you call them, are full. They're full. They're full. So they've got to put it somewhere. Now, should you really call these people homeless? Like that RVer, there's multiple RVers. I used to subscribe to a lady that was in her 60s and she was living in her RV, and she would go north in the summer and south in the winter in the Southwest. Is that the same as homeless? Or are they just pumping it up for headlines, clickbait? Look at, and they got flower pot right there. Oh, look at the red building. See the red? See the red? We're right on it. I used to work for the Mossad. That looks like a bus. That reminds me of a girlfriend, long time ago, who said, you can tell this bus hasn't moved in a while, right? And for safety, they got the red cones there. And they got an antenna on here. Is he a CBer? Is this guy a CBer? Let's take a look. Is he a ham radio operator? Or is that, see, I can't get past that to see if that may be, is that his? Or is that something about reconnaissance? Now, you could park off that side, but I think there's a gate, so you'd have to pay. The point about this here is that people are not paying. But look, these people have something to do with this. There's construction equipment here. So these guys run the construction equipment. They have homes. This parking here has something to do with the business here. And then it switches back to being what? RVs. See? It's thinning out. It's thinning out. That means there's room for more. Room for more. Do you like the cacti? And what's this? They're behind gates. That's an RV park. Self-storage here. Okay. So what we did, I used to work for the Mossad. We verified the story. But it does say cars, tents, RVs, and trailers parked alongside of the road. Yes, there's cars. No, we didn't see tents, not really. RVs, yes. Trailers, yes. And that just means it's an overflow problem. And the real problem is either somebody doesn't want to invest in more RV parks, or California won't permit them any more than already are because they don't want to spoil the countryside view. Or it could be you can't permit them because there's no way of taking care of the sewage. Did you think about that? We can't hook you up to the sewage system, so we can't permit you. So the ones that exist, the RV parks that exist, are up to the limit and they're legal, but all this other stuff is the overflow. I'm going to call this RV overflow hype. Something like that. Okay, I've bored you enough. Just having fun. Letting my mind wander. Brainstorming a little bit. Steve A. before you. I used to work for the Mossad. Saying see you in 73.